It's January 2023. This sacred fire is being dedicated to our children, the children that didn't return from residential school, and the survivors that did. Dois nisam shikwapim.
Survivors in all of our communities, the Carrier, the Newcock, the Stockium people offer this food up to our ancestors, to the children who were lost. I'd like to thank all of you for being here today.
That is my color.
Hanging over your shoulder.
No.
In the practice of spirituality, we take care of our odzes. We connect with each other. We connect our spirits. We connect ourselves.
Wife, Michael Moses here to represent my father, Simon Moses, in Kwakatmu, my mother, Karen Simon, Sikwetmet, and I'm very proud to also be representing the city of Williams Lake as a city councilor today. I'm proud to have other members of the council also here today, Councillor Delaney, Glasspuller, Lyons, Mayor Rather. You do me proud for being here. You make me feel seen, respected, and cared for. These steps forward that the city are taking in regards to showing up to events like this and showing support for our culture, support for our history, and support for our future is such a giant step. And I want to say Kuksjem, Sachanalya.
I live and work here. I have grown up here, and I'm privileged to be able to work alongside future nurses who hopefully will care for you. And thank you so much for welcoming us here, for sharing your stories. We hear you, we see you, and we thank you.
Why we do ceremony and why we include everyone and anyone that would like to come is because we want to educate. Grant touched on it. We want to be inclusive, and we want to make sure to fill our circle with love, fill our circle with the hope that future generations aren't going to have to deal with that intergenerational trauma and that trauma in general when they're growing up in a community like ours. We pride ourselves on being open and inclusive, and we're just so thankful that we see so many faces here that we recognize around this town. We are quickly reminded by Elder Councillor Rick Gilbert that it is cold outside, and this is a big circle. We're going to close it with a couple of songs, and then we would like to invite everybody inside the gym where there is refreshments, there is food, there is warmth, and just to give an opportunity for anyone else to share their stories, share their songs, and just share your presence with us. So before we get into the last song, I see Mayor Surinder Paul Rather to my right, and I'd like to give him closing comments before we end our circle and our ceremony and move everything inside where it's a little bit more warmer.
Thank you, Dr. Sellars. I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to shake hand and seek the permission. Thanks to my colleagues from the council, Councillor Moses, I requested him to represent the city to say a few words. It's a great honor for me and my council colleague to be part of this today. And thanks to the elders, Cook Sellars, other elders, other leaders, to letting us to be part of this day. Like I always said, while we was traveling, myself and Councillor Moses, we were talking. Who thought about for this day 10 years even back, 15 years back? Look where we are. The true reconciliation to me would be we all take an oath today on the sacred fire. We make sure what happened in the past, it does not get repeated, doesn't matter who they are. That would be the true reconciliation to me. And I take that pledge today. I'll walk on the block, I'll walk to my neighbor, I'll check upon them, I'll make sure they're safe and healthy. If they need any help, I will do my best to help them. Once again, thank you to you all coming. Thank you to Cook Sellars and other elders to letting me and my council member to be part of this ceremony. And thanks to the president and the dean of the TRU being with us today, beside all other dignitaries. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
this time, old friendships are made new again. New friendships are fostered. Medicine is shared, and that medicine is shared through sorry and acceptance. Thank you to our fire keepers. thank my Secwepemc brothers and sisters for hosting this beautiful sacred fire in honor of our children, the children that didn't return from residential school, and the survivors that did. In these past 3 days of sacred fire, I've come to appreciate how valuable it is for us to collectively engage in spirituality, to strive to understand and accept one another, to come together in a good way with good intentions. I want to thank the leadership of our community of Williams Lake and surrounding communities for engaging with each other to make our society a better place. I want to thank all of you mothers in our matriarchal line for your investment in our families. And I want to thank Smogadam Laha for the wisdom of giving us fire, sacred fire.